What's up, guys? This is Jen, and today we're gonna do a lesson on finger picking. Now, this is gonna be a very basic beginner lesson on the subject. So if you've never ever tried to finger pick before, this is the lesson for you. If you're a little more advanced, then this might be too easy, but check it out, see what you think. So first, we're not gonna do anything with our fretting hand, or my left hand. We're just gonna use the right hand, or the picking hand. And we're going to do thumb on the 6th string. Now I'm using the flat side of my thumb. See, I'm not coming at it like so. My arm here and my wrist are straight, and I'm just picking down. And then I'm going to do on the 3rd string, 1st finger, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 1st string, 3rd finger. Now, when I'm curling my fingers, you see I'm not bouncing. It's a curl as if you're saying like, come here, with all of your fingers, right? So it's not this, which is a mistake that a lot of my students make, and it's normal. You're trying to pull out, but you're so far away from the strings and you lose your spot. Here, I curl my 1st finger, and where it falls after I strike the string is right back in place. So first, just get used to this. Now what we're doing here is outlining an E minor chord. So if you wanted to, you could hold this E minor chord. It doesn't really matter because you're not striking any of the strings that your fingers are hitting, but just so you know where it's coming from. And if you happen to make a mistake and accidentally hit like the 5th string, you'll be covered. You won't be hitting a wrong note. So now let's move to another chord, an A minor chord. The only thing that's going to change here is the bass note. I want the bass note now on the 5th string. Everything else stays the same. Let's go back to E minor. Remember, you don't technically have to hold the chord, but I like holding the E minor chord. Back to the A minor, 5th string, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go to this D major chord. Same thing, the only thing that changes is your root. So you're hitting the 4th string with your thumb. Let's go back to the E minor, try to do the whole progression. One more time. A minor. D. On E. Now, if that's a little bit too fast for you, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it at all. Just play the E minor, or just play the E minor to A minor as slow as you need to. But you really want to stay consistent with your time. That's the most important thing. A lot of the times we start to finger pick and we kind of do like... You're like, oh, my time, I feel like I'm on a boat. I'm gonna get seasick. We don't want that. We want consistency. So even though some of the notes that I know you can hit, or some of the strings that I know you can hit faster than others, it doesn't matter. You have to slow it down to your slowest transition. That's really, really important. So you can take one transition at, say, 90 BPM and one transition at 70 and one transition at 50. You've got to do the whole piece at 50 until you can work up your slowest transition. Trust me, it'll save you so much time. It's a little bit tedious, but it's really, really important. So let's take the next half of this example. We're going to go to a major sound. I'm doing a G major here. The finger picking is exactly the same as the E minor because we have the root on the 6th string. So if you wanted to go back and forth between G and E minor, your picking would be exactly the same. Now let's go to the C major chord, 5th string root, just like A minor. Let's go to A minor from there. Yeah, I was really happy with that. Back to C. A minor, your picking does not change. Of course, we did the D. If you want to throw in a dark D minor, you can do that. So let's do the G, C, and D all together. 6th string root. Now C chord, 5th string root. Do a D and a D minor, just because. G. So you see, finger picking is beautiful, but I want you to take your time. Please, I'm begging you, take your time with it. Make sure that your picking hand, or my right hand, is nice and relaxed. Again, that you're not doing this, which is very, very common, to curve your wrist out like this, that you're not locked down. I know it's kind of hard to see, but locked down on the strings here. That it's nice and relaxed, just how you would approach strumming. You want to keep this really smooth and without tension. So that's the other thing about doing it slow, is that you can feel the tension in your neck and your shoulders and your arm and your wrist when you take everything at a pace where you can process what is happening. I think that's the big thing, is when you go too fast, your mind and your body can't process what's going on. If you take it at a tempo, something like that, you can check in and go, oh man, my shoulders are real tense. Oh, okay, I'm relaxing. Okay, finger after finger. Easy does it. So relax. And that's a start. That's a start. You know, even if you could play a couple chords or one chord and get that with a metronome and in time at a solid rhythm, you've got some finger picking. You've got some options, which is awesome, because you can finger pick during part of a song and then strum, and it just makes you a more well-rounded player, which is what we all want. We want to feel more comfortable and confident. And I'm not confident in speaking and saying words clearly, because nothing happens when I try to speak. But I've been talking for like 12 minutes. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm not confident that I want to talk anymore. So I'm not gonna. So you're gonna want to take it slow, try different chord progressions, try chord progressions that you already know and are comfortable with from songs that you love, and see how you can put a little bit of a different feel to it, and just have fun, take your time, work with a metronome, and I think we'll maybe do some other videos with different picking patterns so that you can get comfortable with doing lots of different things. So that's it. The last thing, as always, is this is a Patreon supported video. I have amazing patrons that have been with me for now almost, oh my goodness, is it almost 3 years? It might be almost 3 years. Almost 2 years, almost 3 years. And they're amazing, and they help me to live, basically, and pay rent and eat, because they give me their hard-earned money so that I can keep doing these videos. So if you're interested in supporting these videos, please go to www.patreon.com and look at me, Jen Trani, and see how you can support and what cool rewards there are if you do. And if not, just be nice to yourself around guitar. Be nice to other people that are learning how to play guitar. Don't say any nasty comments on YouTube. And just like, life is good, man. Life is good. So enjoy it. I'll talk to you soon.